The main ingredients for an epic road trip. Rainforest Way, New South Wales. Troy Cassadaly. Bushwalks. Surfing. Line drawing. A bit reflective. Kangaroos. Beach fishing. Serenades. I don't think I'll ever forget that. This is a road trip like no other. Join Troy Cassadaly and myself, Ash London, as we explore Rainforest Way. Watch The Long Road now.
I trust my head more now I'm older, but at times my heart gets in the way. I'm pretty good at staying sober, but that ain't set in stone most days. I'm in control until I blow my cover away. I try to keep it all together, I swear I do. Yeah, I do. I tell myself that I got this. I try to smile when I lose it, 'cause I know I'm only human. And I got this, I swear I do. Right now you're hungry to run and hide. Well, I know that feeling too well. You try to manage that hunger by taking care of everyone but yourself. It won't take long before you blow your cover away. Just try to keep it all together, 'cause you got to. Tell myself that I got this. I try to smile when I lose it, 'cause I know I'm only human. And I got this, I'll never quit when I wanted to. You can't let people rely on you. It's not as easy as sounds new. And things will always change, and nothing stays the same, but we will be okay. Oh yeah, I tell myself that I got this. I try to smile when I lose it, 'cause I know I'm only human. And I got this, I'll never quit when I wanted to, yeah. You can't win, people rely on you. It's not as easy as sounds to you. Oh, but I got this, I swear I do.
Welcome to the Toyota Golden Guitar Awards 2021. the 49th Country Music Awards of Australia. Tonight, we celebrate recording excellence and live entertainment. And to lead us through country music's Night of Nights, please welcome your hosts, two-time Golden Guitar Award winner Andrew Swift and five-time winner Catherine Britt.
Yama!
Hello!
G'day!
Welcome!
How you doing?
Sup?
A very special hello to all of our industry friends and country music fans who can't be here tonight, but they're watching from all around the country and all around the world at home.
Especially those country artists gathered down in Melbourne right now at the Fitzroy Bowling Club for a special get-together to celebrate and watch the awards tonight.
We'll be checking in with them a little later. Henry Wagons catches up with Lachlan Bryan and Greta Zilla.
Yeah. What about that opening from our awards band and those dynamos and McClymonts, ladies and gentlemen?
Sensational. And what a way to kick off what is going to be a cracking night. Now, the girls did their first full show in just over a year, just a week ago.
Including right here at the Tamworth Regional Entertainment and Conference Centre.
Well, after the journey we have all been on after the last 10 months, we're truly thrilled to be here hosting the Golden Guitar Awards tonight.
The 49th Country Music Awards of Australia, that is. It certainly is a great privilege to be able to gather once again as an industry to celebrate recording excellence and live entertainment.
Now, despite COVID abruptly stopping all live music across the nation, country music, both online and in the recorded form, has played an important role in keeping us all connected.
And now, as live shows begin again, it continues to be a guiding light for artists, musicians, songwriters, and many others, including the fans, helping to steer a course for a strong comeback in 2021.
But before we begin, we would like to acknowledge the Kamilaroi people who are the traditional custodians of this land.
We pay our respect to elders, both past and present, and extend that respect to other Aboriginal people who are present today. Well, before we jump right into it, Catherine, you released a new album this week, last week, I think, called Home Truths. Congratulations.
Thanks, Andrew. Thank you. Yeah, it was my first independent release in over 20 years, so I'm very proud.
As you should be. It's an amazing album. I love it, and I'm stoked to have a song on there with you.
I feel like you have to say that, but thank you.
Yeah.
How about you? What are your plans for new albums, new songs?
Yeah.
2021.
2021. I have a brand new single coming out on the 12th of Feb called Head Full of Honey, and then a brand new album, hopefully a few months after that, definitely in the first half of this year, surely.
Woohoo! All right, well, we do have a jam-packed night for you. 12 performances that celebrate the best of country music.
And 17 awards, recognising recording excellence in 2020, plus the coveted role of renown, Country Music's Hall of Fame.
And we pay tribute to two of country music's best who are celebrating 50-year career milestones. The iconic Bushwhackers and the Aussie legend, John Williamson.
Yeah. Well, what do you say? Let's get this show on the road and give away our first golden guitar for the night. Yeah. To present Apple Music Single of the Year, we have someone who has something in common with you, Catherine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were both born in Newcastle in New South Wales, but he now lives in Nashville. That's all we have in common.
Which means he's not here with us tonight, but I know he would be if he could be.
Well, you never know. He's fingers crossed that he and his lovely wife, Kelsey, might be able to join us on the 50th Festival and Awards in 2022.
Here's hoping. He's had an amazing career since heading to the States, and at last year's Golden Guitars, he took out Male Artist of the Year.
We are thrilled that he can be with us tonight on the screen.
Give it up for Morgan Evans.
Hey Australia, it's Morgan Evans here, coming to you from our place in Nashville, Tennessee. I wish I could be there in Tamworth with you tonight. I really am missing home. This is the longest I've been without coming back to Australia, and it's been a long year in America, let me tell you. I'm stoked to be here on video though right now to present the Golden Guitar for the Apple Music Single of the Year. Let's check out the nominees.
Apple Music Single of the Year. And the nominees are Give Me Tonight, Brad Cox. Fierce, Fanny Lumsden. I Got This, the McClymons. No Breaks, the Wolf Brothers. Rainy Day, Travis Collins.
And the winner of the Golden Guitar for the Apple Music Single of the Year goes to Fanny Lumsden. Cheers. Congratulations, Fanny, and all the nominees. Cheers, guys. I miss you.
Fierce is a single from Fanny's acclaimed ARIA-winning third album, Fallow. Fanny wrote Fierce as a salute to all the fierce women who not only surround her, but also for those who have come before us. She is a finalist in a further 6 categories this evening.
Definitely I got this.
Oh, no,
we don't got this.
Oh, no. So basically, just to say that the strength was insane in those singles this year, and this is very strange for us. But thank you so much. I'd like to thank Matt Fell for all his work on the production, of course, for coming to a Stone Hut with us to do this. I'd like to thank our record label, Cooking Vinyl Australia, who are down in Melbourne watching, and our publicist, Kat and Joe. And I'd like to thank Tom Inglis as well for helping us get this single out there. And I'd also just like to say this goes out to all of the women, the farming women who have kind of, helped keep this nation together from the 40s, which we did a nod to in this clip, all the way to today. So this is for them. Thank you.
Just want to say thank you. Cheers. Well, throughout the night, we will feature the 5 albums nominated for the coveted 2021 Toyota Album of the Year.
So let's take a look at our first nominated album.
Nominee for the 2021 Toyota Album of the Year, Speed of Life, Adam Brand. Speed of Life is Adam's 15th studio album. It was released on the 13th of March 2020 and debuted at number 6 on the ARIA charts. Produced by Luke Wooten, the album was described by critics as his best and most positive work yet. Brand said the whole experience of making this album was a vastly different experience to all the other albums he's made. He said it was a calm and stress-free process, and he put that down to the place he's at in life right now.
It's been a big year in my life. Not just musically, but personally. You see, just had my first baby.
Speed of Life is an example of how this multi-award-winning artist continues to draw on life's experiences to make great country music that connects with the listener. Nominee for the 2021 Toyota Album of the Year, Speed of Life, Adam Brand.
Our next award is for CMT Video of the Year, and to present...
She's a 4-time ARIA nominee, the winner of 2 CMC awards, and won the CMA Global Artist of the Year.
Plus, she's up for Contemporary Album and Female Artist of the Year later tonight.
And they are the effervescent sibling trio from Byron Bay, who have been kicking huge goals since signing to the late CM Murphy's Petrol Records.
And they are also up for 2 awards tonight, Contemporary Album and Group or Duo of the Year. So please welcome Jasmine Ray and the Buckleys.
Hey Sarah, Lachlan, Molly. 2021 has already been a roller coaster ride for you guys, following the release of your brilliant new album, Daydream. And then this week we were shocked to hear about the passing of your manager, Chris Murphy. Of course, he had an incredible impact on the global music and entertainment industry and was best known for taking In Excess to worldwide stardom. Can you tell us how he changed your lives?
Yes, well, we certainly wouldn't be standing here today without the guidance and the passion, the hard work, and the belief that Chris Murphy had in us. He was so much more than just the chairman of our record label. He was our mentor, our best friend. He will always be our guardian angel, and the legacy and impact he's had on our lives as well as, you know, across the entire global music industry is extraordinary.
Yes, he was and is a true legend.
We decided to wear white suits tonight in honour of CM Murphy, who loved to whip out and rock a show-stopping white suit.
And you look amazing. They look amazing.
Actually, in one of our first meetings with Chris, he suggested to Lachlan that he adds a white suit to his collection or his signature style. Lachlan had never even touched a college shirt back then, so it was a little early in his fashion game.
Yeah, but here we all are. We've come a long way, and we will forever have Mr. Christopher Mark Murphy by our side.
And I'm sure he's looking down on you three and feeling very proud of you guys tonight.
Thank you so much, and congrats to you, of course, on your amazing album, Lionside, as well.
Thank you. Thanks. I'm feeling really proud. It was certainly weird putting out an album in 2020 when you couldn't tour it, but the response just made me feel really connected, and I feel really proud that it all happened.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, let's take a look at this year's nominees.
CMT Video of the Year. And the nominees are Mountain Song, This Too Shall Pass, Fanny Lumsden, directed by Fanny Lumsden and Dan Stanley Freeman. Diamonds, Morgan Evans, directed by Gus Black. The High Price of Surviving, Shane Nicholson, directed by Duncan Toombs. I Got This, The McClymonts, directed by Bradley Murnane. Rainy Day, Travis Collins, directed by Jay Seeney.
And the Golden Guitar for CMT Video of the Year goes to Mountain Song, This Too Shall Pass, Fanny Lumsden!
This video pays homage to magnificent mountains of her hometown, Tooma, and delicately acknowledges the significant event of recent bushfires and its effect on the people of the landscape. This Too Shall Pass is all about finding the joy in your everyday, even when the chips are down.
Thank you so much. Making video clips is a huge, huge part of what we do, and this is really special, this clip. We really wanted to make something really beautiful, and we did that, and then when we were about to release it, where we filmed it, where we live, just there, was burnt badly, and we just had to go out and acknowledge it and just, you know, show the damage that it did without, I don't know, it was a fine line, we didn't want to exploit it, and we're really grateful to the McCall family, because that family in the shot, for being so gracious and letting us shoot there. And also to Sam Brumby, who has been our long-time collaborator, who came out and shot with us in the mountains. To my dad, who's here, my mum and dad are here, which is really exciting. He was on the horse outside of the screen, just galloping back and forth for me, so thanks so much. And obviously to CMT and CMC as well for all of the love that they've all given us, so thank you. And thank you very much.
Yeah, I just want to thank everyone. This one really means a lot to us, and we didn't intend for it to gain such meaning until what we went through last summer. I want to thank Adrian Brain as well, who lost his winery in those fires. He was featured in the
Obsession Wines, buy it online.
Help him recover. I want to thank our family, the Lumsden family clan right here. We all went through a lot together and we supported each other so well, and also want to extend that thanks to the Tooma community who just were so resilient in recovering from those fires. So this is for you guys.
Nominee for the 2021 Toyota Album of the Year, Town of a Million Dreams, Casey Barnes. Casey's profile has grown steadily since he began his recording career in the mid-2000s, and Town of a Million Dreams is the fifth album for the Gold Coast contemporary country music artist. Produced by the multi-Golden Guitar and ARIA Award winner Matt Fell, along with the talented Michael Painter and Michael DeLorenzis. The album is the most significant of Casey's career to date.
I'm gonna say it a million ways till I make it crystal clear. You're the one that I want.
Town of a Million Dreams is a glorious injection of 10 superbly crafted tracks that meld slick country and pop rock with relatable lyrics and has had many celebrated chart debuts, including multiple number ones.
Sparks fly 24/7, doesn't matter where I go with you. Talking about nothing, just
Nominee for the 2021 Toyota Album of the Year, Town of a Million Dreams, Casey Barnes.
How we doing, guys? Bright lights, baby, couldn't take me away. No, the bright lights, baby, couldn't take me away. To Tennessee, gonna roll away. The lights are beautiful. It's so lonely without you here. Without you here. Yeah, all the magazines ain't just a fantasy. Wish you were seeing what I'm seeing. It's lonely without you here. I wish that you were near. Blue skies taking me away. Big dreams kinda hard to explain it. With one fight, I'll be on my way to be by your side. All the bright lights, baby, couldn't take me away. I've tasted the highs, but it don't feel the same. It's time to come home, and I'm counting the days. No, the bright lights, baby, couldn't take me away. All the bright lights, baby, couldn't take me away. I've tasted the highs, but it don't feel the same. It's time to come home, and I'm counting the days. All the bright lights, baby, couldn't take me away. Hey! Take me away. No, the bright lights, baby, couldn't take me away. I see the neon signs light up across the street. It might look pretty, the city ain't always the way it seems. The town of a million dreams. Just wanna hear your voice, speak over all the noise. Ain't really living if I'm living here, honey, without your love. I'll never get enough. Blue skies taking me away. Big dreams kinda hard to explain it. With one flight, I'll be on my way to be by your side. All bright lights, baby, couldn't take me away. I've tasted the highs, but it don't feel the same. It's time to come home, and I'm counting the days. All the bright lights, baby, couldn't take me away. All the bright lights, baby, couldn't take me away. I've tasted the highs, but it don't feel the same. It's time to come home, and I'm counting the days. All the bright lights, baby, couldn't take me away. Take me away. All the bright lights, baby, couldn't take me away. Every night feels wrong when I ain't with you. Oh, I'll never leave, girl, I promise you. All the bright lights, baby, couldn't take me away. I've tasted the highs, but it don't feel the same. It's time to come home, and I'm counting the days. All the bright lights, baby, couldn't take me away. All the bright lights, baby, couldn't take me away. I've tasted the highs, but you don't feel the same. Counting the days, baby, couldn't take me away. Take me away. still the same. All the bright lights, baby, couldn't take me away. Thank you.
It's time to meet our next two presenters.
She had a breakthrough year in 2020. She won the Tamworth Songwriters Association Talent Quest, signed to Compass Brothers, opened for Casey Donovan at Australia's first ever pandemic drive-in concert, hopefully it's the last, had some great chart success, and she's up for New Talent of the Year tonight.
And he is the Program and Content Director at the Kicks Country Network to present Vocal Collaboration of the Year. Please give it up for Cass Hopton and Justin Thompson.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Hello, Cass.
Hey, Justin.
Man, you have had, let me just say, a massive, huge 12 months, 3 great songs, 3 hit singles, and just in the last week, awarded 2 TSA awards for Best New Songwriter and Best Ballad. That deserves a clap.
Thank you very much.
Yes. And they know how to reward people here at the Golden Guitars, you know, people like yourself having a huge year. Here you are at the GGs to present an award with this idiot.
Oh, well, they say juxtaposition is like really good, Justin. So thank you so much to you and Kicks for all the support you've given me and everyone in the country industry as well, especially during this crazy COVID year.
It has been a crazy COVID year, and people like yourself and a lot of people in this room haven't been able to get out and do a lot of things. So hopefully those creative juices have been flowing and we'll be able to see some hit songs in the next 12 months.
Oh, fingers crossed.
Yes.
Well, there are some amazing vocal collabs in the running tonight. Let's take a look.
Let's do it.
Vocal Collaboration of the Year. And the nominees are Ramblin' Fever, Adam Harvey and Lee Kernaghan. True Blue, Amber Lawrence, Elise Simmons, Kirsty Lee Akers and Diana Corcoran. Remedy, Brad Cox and Adam Eckersley. No Other You, Casey Barnes and Missy Lancaster.
Go back to the nights when I leave.
I Don't Believe You, Small Town Romance and Anne Kirkpatrick.
How exciting!
Oh my God, what was I gonna say?
And the Golden Guitar for Vocal Collaboration of the Year goes to Amber Lawrence, Elise Simmons, Kirsty Lee Akers, Diana Corcoran, True Blue!
The 4 girls originally performed the song online during lockdown, 12 years since they toured together as Chick Frontier and 38 years after the song was originally released by John Williamson. They had so many requests to record a studio version and they did just that. Their version pays tribute to the strength of all Australians in the dark times of drought, fire, flood and COVID-19, especially those men and women in service who risk their lives for others.
True blue.
This means a lot. We firstly, of course, must thank John Williamson because every time we were stopped or emailed or messaged about our rendition, we immediately said, well, it would be nothing without that incredible song. And in April this year, we connected over the internet. We were all stuck behind our computers and we were all pretty heartbroken, as you all were. And we first decided to try and do the Zoom thing and sync up our vocals and sing in time. And it was an amazing moment for us to connect. And then we saw how the song, just as that Zoom version, meant a lot to the frontline workers, people who'd been in bushfires, musicians, everybody who had everything taken from them last year. And we decided then to logistically try and make it even harder for ourselves and produce a proper version and a video clip. So it was an amazing moment for us, and we just thank you, John Williamson, for that song, letting us sing it. I thank Simon Johnson for recording my vocals and Jesse Anderson for recording my part of the video. To Karen Lee Goody, who choralled 4 girls with amazingly different ideas and managers and many different parts, and to Jen and Nat and Fee and the team at ABC Universal, thank you for getting the music out there.
Okay, I've got a big long list.
There were 4 of us, so we had to write lists. First time ever we've written speeches.
Well, it's been a bloody long time since I've been up here, so I've got to make sure I get everyone in. Well, first of all, I want to thank these beautiful girls and, of course, Diana, who couldn't be here tonight.
She's listening from
Nashville,
Nashville,
yes, she is.
though.
So thank you, Corky, and thank you, girls. A big thank you to the CMAA and Tamworth Regional Council for making this happen. For a long time there, it was, we thought this wouldn't happen, so thank you so much. I have to thank my manager, Perrin. He does so much behind the scenes for me, so thank you, Perrin. All of my family, my brothers, my sister, Auntie Kay, my sister-in-law, and especially my beautiful Nan, who's out in the audience tonight. Thank you. My mum and dad for being my biggest supporters, and this is my 31st Tamworth this year, so they used to bring me to Tamworth every single year and sit out in the sun and watch me bask. So thank you, Mum and Dad, for my love of country music. And of course, Jesse, my husband, my heart and soul. He does so much behind the scenes. As Amber mentioned, he, along with Corky, created the music video for this song. So thank you so much, Jess. And of course, thank you to the fans for supporting the song.
You for sharing this.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're going to wind us up.
It's actually my 33rd Country Music Festival, so that doesn't show my age at all. I'd really love to thank Steve Newton for recording my vocals here in Tamworth, to Luke Oldknow for recording my part in the video in my backyard in Lamparter Estate, Kalala. Plush Hair Design for always, giving me lots of hair and makeup and stuff. Again, to Tamworth Regional Council and the CMAA, thank you so very much. To the girls, thank you so much. If there was one good thing, apart from my nephew Albie, that came out of 2020, it was definitely reconnecting with these girls, and we just may tour together in the future if you ask us hard enough. To my amazing family, I can't breathe without you. You are just everything, and I'm so, so thankful. I couldn't breathe without you, so thank you so much. To my Nathan, who would rather be at the Gold Coast on my sister's fiance's bucks party. I understand, but I love you, and I'm so thankful for your support of my music, because I've never ever had that in a partner before, and I'm so thankful. And last but not least, to all of you who shared this video for us. It resonated with us in such a way that we can't really perform it without crying, and to have $1.3 million, $1.3 million views. Oh yes, I've got Corky's speech too. 1.3.
We'll be here all night, guys.
Yes, million views. It was really awesome, but Corky's. So this is from Corky from Nashville, and she's listening, as I said. But this is actually the anniversary of Corky's dad's passing, and Corky would really like to dedicate her part of the win to her dad and her family. She also wants to thank Luke, Rod and Eric for their contribution to the track, and a huge thank you to the people of Parks and Peak Hill. They're all our beautiful volunteers that you'll actually see later. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Well, congratulations, girls, and really is such a beautiful version of that song too. We have, just before we go on, do you mind if I take this button under? You don't realise how hard it is to breathe in here for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
People like me.
You don't have to wear heels. Don't worry about walking upstairs, okay?
We have one more award to do, and this is one of your favourite awards of the night.
Yeah.
I know. It is one of the majors, Contemporary Album of the Year.
Yeah, I'm super pumped to be presenting this one. This is one of my favourites. Your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. It says ad lib, I don't know how to do that. Let's take a look at those 5 nominees.
Contemporary Country Album of the Year. And the nominees are Town of a Million Dreams, Casey Barnes, produced by Matt Fell, Michael Painter and Michael De Lorenzis. Lionside, Jasmine Ray, produced by Lindsay Jackson. Daydream, The Buckleys, produced by Chad Carlson. Mayhem to Madness, The McClymons, produced by Andy Mack. Wreck Me, Travis Collins, produced by Travis Collins and Luke Wooten.
And the Golden Guitar for Contemporary Country Album of the Year goes to...
They're hard to open, those things, isn't it?
Mayhem to Madness, the McClymons, producer Andy Mack.
This is the McClymons' sixth studio album. Hailed by critics as featuring some of the strongest songs of their career, the album peaked at number 3 on the ARIA album chart. The McClymons spent half their time in the mayhem of their hectic family lives and the other half in the madness of a relentless touring schedule, although maybe not in 2020. Nominated in 6 categories this evening, this win takes their Golden Guitar career tally to 14. This is producer Andy Mack's 3rd Golden Guitar win.
Thank you. I learned a lot about myself tonight.
Thank you so much. We love contemporary country music. That's what we grew up...
It's our bag.
It is. We grew up listening to it. That's the country that we connect to. So we just feel so honoured to win this award for contemporary album. So thank you very much.
We'd like to also thank Dan Biddle, our manager. He's an absolute legend that works so hard. Universal Music, Sony ATV, CMT, CMC, Toyota, Country Radio. Thank you so much.
And also Andy Mack and Jackson Barclay. Listen to me, I sound like an old pig right now. I've been gigging for the last 3 days of Girls Night, and I'm so, like, what do you call it?
Not
gig fit at all. But hopefully that'll change this year with everything. And all the other nominees in our category. Seriously, guys, I'm just so excited about country music and the future of where we're going. Everyone deserves this award. But it's just wonderful. Thank you, Andy Mack Jackson. I really appreciate you did a great job. And yeah, thank you so much for this award. We really appreciate it. Cheers.
Our next performer is up for 3 awards this evening: Bluegrass, Female Artist and Traditional Country Album of the Year.
Her nominated album, No Headlights, had a stunning Billboard chart debut, coming in at number 2 in its first week.
She can't be physically here with us this evening, but she and Tommy Emmanuel, who features on this song, filmed this special recording in Nashville.
Here with her 3rd single off the album and nominated song for Bluegrass Recording of the Year, please give a big cheer for Christy Cox.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I grew up in the country where the corn lines up in rows, where no one had a neighbor that they didn't know. The old farmhouse where I was raised is where they came to play. And Friday nights, that grand old porch became our Opry stage. I'd strap on my cheap flat top and strum until I almost dropped, trying to keep up the best I could. I really liked the parson, but I loved Doc Watson, and my music finger picking good. Down, but every now and then, when I take out my old guitar, I go right back again, where I can still see Daddy putting on a set of picks. I close my eyes and hear him practice all his favorite licks. He would grab his old 5-string, then he'd make that Gibson ring, roll Sweet Baby's arms just like Scruggs would. You know he loved Don Reno as much as old J.D. Crowe, and his music finger picking good. those guitar strings. Then he'd sit for hours and stomp his foot. His idol was Chet Atkins, but he loved Merle Travers, and his music finger picking good.
Our next award is for Coca-Cola Instrumental of the Year. And to present is the band Hurricane Fall, who are up for Group or Duo of the Year later tonight.
They are making their awards debut appearance, ladies and gentlemen, so please give a warm welcome to Hurricane Fall.
Thanks, guys. It's a great honour to be here this evening to present the Coca-Cola Instrumental of the Year.
It sure is, Pepper. Learning an instrument takes years of practice and perfecting. So, that there's an award for it is great to recognise the musicianship between the playing and writing.
Absolutely. Now, how old were you when you started playing guitar, JV?
I believe I was 13 and I learnt my amazing hit, Ode to Joy.
You taking that?
Yes.
That's your hit now?
Yep,
Okay,
I learned that.
very good.
What about yourself?
I learnt Slim Dusty's Lights on the Hill at age 13, but on the recorder, I learnt Old Man Emu at age 6. I've got it here now. You want me to play it?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, let's take a look at the nominees.
Coca-Cola Instrumental of the Year. And the nominees are Pussycat, Charlie and Jensen. Wicker Sweet, Liam Kennedy Clark and Gabby Blissett. Brothers, Michael Carpenter and the Banks Brothers. Dalveen, Michael Fix. Prelude, The Weeping Willows.
And the golden guitar for Coca-Cola Instrumental of the Year goes to...
The Weeping Willows.
Yeah.
The Weeping Willows. Laura Coates and Andrew Wrigglesworth are a couple of old souls steeped in bluegrass and tradition. This track was recorded in LA with Wrigglesworth on guitar, Luke Moeller on fiddle, Kevin Bright on banjo and David Pilch on upright bass. This is their very first golden guitar win.
It really sucks to be tall. This is amazing, guys. I want to first of all thank all of you. This is just very, very overwhelming. Yeah. Should we... I'm going to let Laura start this one off because I'm just trying to get myself together. Yeah, take it all in.
First of all, I wanted to thank you so much to the CMAA board, the committee members and the judges. Thanks to the Tamworth Regional Council and Destination Tamworth, Peter Ross and everyone involved in putting tonight together. Congratulations to all the other nominees who are our friends and faves, and we love everything that you guys put out. We're just so honoured to be here with you. Enormous thanks to our engineer and good friend Ryan Freeland for working his magic on our songs. To the musicians, Luke Moeller, David Pilch, Kevin Brait, plus our superstar ISO musos who helped us out, obviously, through COVID. That's Damien Cafarella, Chelsea Allen, Megan Bird, our great aunt, Adam Dempsey for mastering, Lachlan Bryan, who helps us with everything, Alan and Marion Caswell, Justin Rudd, Aretha Bryant, Alison Forbes, love you girl, Felicity O'Mara and Glenn Perkis. Huge thanks also to Joe Corbett Publicity, Elise Simmons, love you, and the Same Tune for getting our music out to the world. To all of the radio presenters, we could not be here without you guys. Everyone who played it, everyone who bought it, and of course, huge thanks to our beautiful family and friends who have supported us and believed in us. And this one's for you, Dad.
There's one more thing I want to say, sorry folks, before we leave. I want to thank Laura Coates, because if it wasn't for this beautiful woman here, this song wouldn't have got any further than me sitting at the end of our bed and me just noodling around with it. She works a day job, she organises all of our tours, it's completely independent, and everything that we do is because of this girl right here. So I want to thank you so much, Laura. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
So happy with them.
Now, just before Christmas, and just as restrictions were easing in Melbourne, a plan was hatched by singer-songwriter Greta Zilla to hold an event in Melbourne that tied in with our awards here in Tamworth tonight.
Now, Greta's one of my best friends, and she wanted to get those artists not able to make their way to Tamworth to come together, play some music, and then watch the Golden Guitar Awards live stream.
She teamed up with Lachlan Bryan, and the event, Saved by the Satellite, became a reality.
Earlier this evening, our official broadcast partner, the ABC, assisted us to be able to see how the event is going.
Let's hear now from Henry Wagons, Lachlan Bryan and Greta Zilla as we check in with them at the Fitzroy Bowling Club in Melbourne.
Welcome to the Fitzroy Bowls Club in Melbourne. Hey, Golden Guitar, say hi everyone! Here representing the dingy Melbourne laneways here. We love country music too, you know, and we're having a satellite event, really excited about this ceremony, and I have the hosts of this satellite event right here, right now with me. Lachlan Bryan, Greta Zilla, how you doing?
Hi. Thanks, Henry.
So what can we expect here tonight?
We've got live music. We've got our own lineup. We've got Michael Waugh. We've got Jetty Road. Emily Hatton's just played. The Davidson brothers are about to come up, and the wonderful Greta Zilla.
Yes.
What a weird year 2020 has been. Do you wish you were in Tamworth as much as I do?
I do.
Definitely.
And this is the first time in 10 years for me, and how long for you,
About
Greta?
15 for me, yeah.
It's been a long time since we've missed Tamworth, but we're happy to be here with these people.
I know. It's going to be great. There may not be the same kind of pomp and ceremony here, but we've got booze, we've got bluster, we've got bowls, people. Fitzroy Bowls Club. Are you at all worried that with, you know, some of the Melbourne musicians here, the Victorian musos, thirsty for a golden guitar, there's pretty heavy, blunt instruments available. Is there going to be warfare here amongst all the musos that want a golden guitar? What do you reckon?
I think it's going to be pretty safe. Everyone's just really happy to be, well, we're really happy to be here, and really looking forward to watching the rest of the ceremony.
I think if our Victorians don't win any golden guitars, then we might use them.
We are not afraid to use this.
Riots on the streets.
Greta Zilla, this whole shebang was your idea. Can you tell us about the inception?
Yeah, I originally wanted to do like a barbecue in my backyard with some friends, and when you know it was first announced that there wasn't going to be a Golden Guitars, and then it kind of evolved from there. I thought, well, why not get some muso friends involved? And yeah, I spoke to Lachlan, and we gathered the musos from Melbourne, and here we all are.
I know. We're going to be watching you really close, and all three of us are going to kind of be enacting, you know, the grumpy old men from the Muppets. We're going to be doing a director's commentary as the live stream goes on here at the Fitzroy Bowls Club in Melbourne. We're excited for the ceremony. Are you?
I'm very excited, Henry.
This is going to be great. Thanks for crossing to us, humble Melbourneites. Victoria represent. Have a great night, won't you? Yeah. Say bye, everyone!
Well, our next two presenters are both individually up for Alt Country Album of the Year a bit later tonight.
He teamed up with the Seasons of Change, the members of Paul Kelly's band, for the Alt Album Project 3-Minute Movies.
And she has two other nominations tonight, including New Talent of the Year.
Here to present Bluegrass Recording of the Year, please welcome Angus Gill and Melody Moko.
Well, Melody, I must say it's wonderful to be here presenting an award with you.
Likewise, Angus. And what a year we've all had. How has your world looked music-wise during COVID?
Well, look, I've really been embracing all the arm pumping and mask clunking, Melody Moko. I have had an interesting year. I wrote and produced a comedy album for some of my favourite comedians like Husey and Akmal, and like you, I released a new album as well. I've got another album in the pipeline as well. I haven't been mucking around. And I've been starting to dip my toes into some live shows. Socially distanced, of course.
Right.
But some people don't get social distancing, do they?
Oh, sorry.
If I can smell your fishy breath, you're way too close, mate. And that's just Auntie Sonia.
Right. Excellent.
How about you? How's your year been?
Well, apart from the fishy breath...
Oh, no. It's more like spearmint and unborn baby.
Excellent. Well, my year has been pretty fabulous too. I made an album, released an album, got nominated for some Golden Guitar Awards, and made a baby as well. So I'm pretty stoked about that one.
Well, it's important to stay positive, and there's nothing like a bit of bluegrass to pep you up, is there?
You bet. Let's see who's in the running tonight.
Bluegrass Recording of the Year. And the nominees are Cold Moon, Alison Forbes and the Weeping Willows.
In the light of the cold moon.
Breakfast, Charlie and Jensen. Finger Picking Good, featuring Tommy Emmanuel, Christy Cox.
See Daddy putting on a set of pics.
Darlin, Williams Gone, Pete Dennehy.
Don't know what you're doing, it's a devil of a course.
Wheels Won't Roll, The Weeping Willows.
Reel those wasted years of freeway stuff.
And the golden guitar for the Bluegrass Recording of the Year goes to... Finger Pickin' Good. Christy Cox featuring Tommy Emmanuel, CGP.
Finger Picking Good, featuring Tommy Emmanuel, is from Christy's much acclaimed album No Headlights, which is nominated later this evening for Traditional Country Album of the Year. This is her 5th win in the Bluegrass category, taking her golden guitar career tally to 5.
Where I can still see Daddy putting on a set of pics. I close my eyes and hear him practice all his favorite licks. He would grab his old 5-string, then he'd make that Gibson ring. Roll sweet baby's arms just like Scruggs would. You know he loved Don Reno as much as old J.D. Crowe. And his music, finger picking good.
Hey guys, wish I was home in Australia. I want to say a huge thank you to everybody who voted for us in the Bluegrass category. It's a huge honour and I'm really sad that we couldn't be there tonight to accept this award in person. I definitely want to thank Tommy Emmanuel for playing this track with me. He made the song exactly what it is. It wouldn't be the track that it is without having him all over it. He's incredible. It's been a joy to work with him on and off throughout the last 12 months. I want to thank Jerry, Sally and Bill White for writing the song with me. I want to thank my label Mountain Fever Records, Kaz Waters, my publicist, my manager Norval McLean, my beautiful friend Lorraine, and my parents, my sister. I miss you. I wish I was home with you. And I guess most importantly, I want to thank my husband and my 2 beautiful children. Wish we were home. Love you all. Bye.
Tommy Emmanuel here. Thank you so much for the people who voted for Finger Pickin' Good, and thank you, Christy, for having me on.
Our next performance includes 4 of country's golden girls. 3 of them are here live tonight with us and 1 on the big screen from Nashville.
With their award-winning song True Blue, please give a warm welcome to Amber Lawrence, Elise Simmons, Kirsty Liakers and Diana Corcoran.
Hey, true blue, don't say you've gone. Say you've knocked off for a smoker, and you'll be back later on. Hey, true blue. Hey, true blue.
Get to me straight, face to face. Are you really disappearing? Just another dying race. Hey, true blue. Hey, true blue.
True blue. Is it me and you? Is it mom and dad? Is it a cockatoo? Is it standing by your mate when he's in a fight? Or just Vegemite? True blue, I'm asking you.
Can you bear the load? Will you tie it up with wire just to keep the show on the road? Hey, true blue. Hey, true blue. Now be fair, Dinkin. Is your heart still there? If they sell us out like sponge cake, do you really care? Hey, true blue. Hey, true blue.
True blue. Is it me and you? Is it mom and dad? Is it a cockatoo? Is it standing by your mate when she's in a fight? Or just Vegemite? True blue, I'm asking you. Hey, true blue. Is it me and you? Is it mom and dad? Is it a cockatoo? Is it standing by your mates when we're in a fight? We know she'll be right. True blue. True blue.
Our next award is another big one, Alt Country Album of the Year.
To present, he is a respected producer, singer-songwriter, multi-instrumentalist and a nominee tonight alongside the Banks Brothers.
They have quickly made a name for themselves with their tight harmonies and songs that tell the stories of their Australia. They have 4 nominations tonight, including one for New Talent of the Year.
Please welcome Michael Carpenter and the New Graces.
Michael Carpenter and the New Graces. That's got a good ring to it.
Well, you never know. Something might start tonight.
Oh, we might have to check in with the Banks brothers first.
They're fine.
I'm thinking 6-piece band.
No, look, I think what we should do is we should just do a massive double bill next year at the 50th anniversary Tamworth Festival. What do you think?
That sounds like a great idea. Yeah.
We're here to present the album for Old Country, the award for oh dear. We are here to present the award for Old Country Album of the Year.
5 amazing albums, each with their own special thing going on.
Let's take a look.
Old Country Album of the Year. And the nominees are Bone Digger, Alison Forbes, produced by Shane Nicholson. 3-Minute Movies, Angus Gill and Seasons of Change, produced by Angus Gill. Fallow, Fanny Lumsden, produced by Matt Fell. 2 Kids in a Radio, Melody Moko, produced by Nielsen Hubbard and Michael Moko. The Lost and the Found, Rob Hurst and Jay O'Shea, produced by Brent Clark.
And the golden guitar for Old Country Album of the Year goes to, ladies.
Go now. Ready? Fallow! Fanny Lumsden! Producer Matt Fell.
This is Fanny's 3rd studio album. Recorded in the snowy mountains in a stone hut, it's an indelible collection of stories that feature some of her most intimate songwriting to date. This is Fanny's 3rd win this evening and takes her golden guitar career tally to 6. For producer Matt Fell, this win takes his golden guitar career tally to 9.
Thank you so much. The alt country community has been so supportive and kind of where we started, and it's kind of, like it's hard to explain, I don't know, genres. And so when you kind of don't know the alt country, you're like, cool, you're in. So I'm really, really grateful for that. But I would like to thank, obviously, Mr. Matt Fell right here, because he said yes when I was like, hey, I've got this idea. Why don't we just do it at our house in the stone hut? He was like, ah. No, actually kidding, he loved that. And we, and Benjamin Corbett as well, who came down, and Joshua Schubert as well, and Dan Stanley Freeman and Tom, and we all went to the stone hut, and we went in there for like a few weeks, and it was actually the most intense, wonderful time. We could look out and see like this incredible view all the time, and it was better than me trying to explain that view. Like, I want it to like sound like that sun coming across the hill, and like, in that moment when there's like rain as well, and Matt's like, sure. Anyway, so thank you very much for being so obliging.
Thanks to these 2 incredibly wonderful and inspiring and amazing people. It's an absolute joy and an honour and a privilege to make music with them. Just because I know he's watching, I just want to profess my undying love to Henry Wagons. We've never actually met, but what a guy. I love you, man. I'd also like to profess my undying love to my beautiful wife, Amber. Hopefully she's still awake. Hi, babe. Josh Schubert, whose drumming is a huge part of the sound of this record and many other records. And finally, we lost our brother Glenn halfway through making this record. And I know for me, I've spent a good 18 months trying to work out what it means to make music without him. And one thing I do know is that I'm still working that out, but there's a lot of joy to be found in this room and in the music that we make. And so I dedicate this one to Glenn. Thank you very much.
I'll be really quick. Yeah, this album took on so much more meaning than we ever intended. We didn't write anything, clearly I didn't, and I'm going to forget a million people. I do want to thank Dan Biddle, who we worked on our last album and our last chapter, and actually it was his help that brought us to this new chapter of our music career. And in that note, I want to thank Cooking Vinyl Australia for all their help in getting this very meaningful album out. And again, I just want to re-emphasise Fanny's comments. This alt country category is all about community, and I want to thank the alt country misfits for welcoming us in and supporting us this whole journey. So thank you all.
Well, it's come to that time in the night where we find out whose name will be set in stone outside this very venue as our 2021 Roll of Renown inductee.
And to tell us who that will be, please welcome Australian country music keeper of all knowledge, Max Ellis, and the Mayor of Tamworth Regional Council, Cole Murray.
Well, good evening, Cole.
How are you, Max?
Very well, thank you. Welcome to the Toyota Awards stage. There must have been times during this year, Cole, when you really wondered whether the Golden Guitars would ever see the light of day.
Yes, Max, but it takes a bit more than a stray virus or two to keep country music fans away from our music and our awards. But yes, there has been some moments this year when we all wondered what was ahead of us.
Well, you've been Mayor of Country Music Capital now for over 10 years. And I know the entire country music community will thank you for your incredible backing and support that you and your council have given country music. Together with the CMAA, you've breathed new life into the awards and our festival, by the way.
Max, I've enjoyed every minute of my time in country music. It's great to have a supportive council because you can't do much on your own in this job, you know, but I'm a genuine fan of country music, and I grew up as a kid listening to John Minson broadcasting real Australian country music on Hoedown, on 2DM, and whoever would have thought that I would end up as Mayor of Country Music Capital?
Well, there you are. Mr. Hoedown strikes again. Cole, one of our great achievements, or one of your great achievements of Tamworth Regional Council is to give long-term backing to the Hall of Fame archive and the exhibition centre in Tamworth.
Yes, Max. Council can now guarantee the future of this important country music archive, and I'd like to thank Eric Scott and his board for making this possible.
Cole, next January we'll be celebrating the 50th anniversary of Country Music Capital. Promises to be a gigantic event, and planning's already well underway. But there's one promise I'd like you to give us, all us country music fans. Will you still be around to help the festival celebrate?
No pressure, mate. Look, Max, nothing will stop me. I'll be here for the music, I'll be here for the musicians, for the fans, the visitors, and for all the benefits that our city gains from our cooperation. Tamworth and Country Music are a fantastic double act that we hope will continue to bring pleasure to millions of fans for decades to come.
Well, thank you, Cole. Now, my friends, a few words about this prestigious award that we're going to present. The Roll of Renown's now been going for 46 festivals since Tex Morton was the first to be honoured by Radio 2TM in 1976. It's presented to a person or persons who've made a lasting and significant contribution to the Australasian country music scene. And tonight's recipients will become just the 52nd to go on the boulders, the big granite boulders in the front of this building. It's judged by an independent selection panel of industry people, and we thank them and all of our other helpers too for their great contribution. And by the way, we'll hear the actual words on the Roll of Renown plaque as the winners join us on stage. Now, perhaps that's enough talking, Cole. Would you announce the winner of the 2021 Australasian Country Music Roll of Renown?
Yes, it gives me great pleasure to announce that the winners of the Australasian Country Music Roll of Renown Dobe Newton and Roger Corbett, the Bushwhackers.
The Bushwhackers were familiar to many Australians before turning to country music in the late 1970s. Founded in Melbourne in 1971 by Dave Eisen, Jan Wazitsky, Bert Kahanoff and Mick Slocum. They gained international recognition when their frenetic folk rock sound became prominent in the worldwide revival of traditional song and dance. Later, Dobe Newton, who joined as vocalist in 1973, and Roger Corbett, who joined in 1980, took up the mantle, and the Bushwhackers started evolving with a strong country music flavour while still retaining their passionate focus on being Australian.
Keep your wide blinds full, boys, keep your wide blinds full.
They won their first Golden Guitar in 1981, becoming a fixture in Tamworth, where their famous Chardonnay show is still a finale of the festival. They toured widely, and with Dobe and Roger as the core, a veritable cavalcade of talented country performers flowed through their ranks. Tommy Emmanuel, Claire O'Mara, Mark Oates and Michael Vidal, to name a few.
Rode our bikes all over the world.
For decades, Dobe and Roger and their mates have brought together the folk stories and traditional music of Australia, writing about, performing, recording and celebrating our heritage with an exciting mix of emotion, humour and floor-thumping energy. A household name, the Bushwhackers, the 2021 Roll of Renowned inductees, hold a unique place in the hearts of so many proud Australians.
You talk. I'm completely overcome by this. This is just incredible. It's been quite a journey. We came here in 1981 and won a gold guitar the very first year we were here and played gigs, and we just fell in love with everybody in country music and everybody around us, and we thought, what a wonderful community. And we've been coming back ever since for the last 40 million years. It did take us 29 years to win our second golden guitar because somebody told us, oh, this is very easy. But we've been thrilled to be a part of this community and part of Tamworth and part of this whole wonderful, crazy thing that we do every year with everybody. It's a wonderful community. We've obviously been involved with the Academy, and it's wonderful to see all that flourishing and blossoming and our industry. And I just want to say also, I really want to say a big thank you to anyone who's ever appeared, the millions of people who've appeared on one of our crazy, wacky shows at the Long Yard over the last 40 years. So thank you for this incredible honour, and thank the Roll of Renown Committee. So thank you. I'm a bit overcome. I want to pay tribute to this bloke too, who never fails to turn up in something crazy to wear and thrash that lagerphone to death and be the front person of all our shows. And it's been quite a journey.
But I love you, Roger.
Oh, thanks, Dave. I love you too.
And I couldn't have done it without you. We couldn't have done it with our... we couldn't have done it without our amazing family and loves of our lives and all the wonderful musicians who've supported us. And now that this has happened, I can fucking die a happy man. Thank you, everybody.
Did tell him not to swear.
And that's why he's got a black
The Bushwhackers plaque will be unveiled on the rocks out the front of Trek tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Nominee for the 2021 Toyota Album of the Year. Recorded in Nashville with producer Luke Wooten, Wreck Me is Travis's 8th studio album.
You're making me feel like I got a whiskey buzz. Girl, you're taking me where it's getting kind of dangerous.
Nominated for Best Country Album at the 2020 ARIA Awards, Wreck Me has been described as a sophisticated part album. A lot of well-written songs that will make you want to turn up the volume and stomp along. Travis is a multi-Golden Guitar Award winner and a songwriter with a great knack of writing music and lyrics that connect with the listener in a profound and moving way. Nominee for the 2021 Toyota Album of the Year, Wreck Me, Travis Collins.
Last night I got a call, news that made no sense at all. I couldn't believe it, the more I tried. I cursed your name, then I cried. You could have turned to anyone, it's too late now that you're gone. So I found that bottle you gave me, you bought back from Tennessee. You said save it for a rainy day, but I think right now would be okay to open it up, to pour us one, to sit outside in the sun and raise a toast to you, my friend. All you were and could have been. Why let these blue skies get in the way? It sure feels like a rainy day. We should make good whiskey lust. It's always warm and gone too fast. It's kinda like the life you lived. We never had enough of it. Man, I can only hope you knew that everyone looked up to you. So what the hell, let's have a drink. The weather's perfect, don't you think? You said save it for a rainy day, but I think right now would be okay to open it up, to pour us one, to sit outside in the sun and raise a toast to you, my friend. All you were and could have been. Why let these blue skies get in the way? You said save it for a rainy day, but I think right now would be okay to open it up, to pour us one, to sit outside in the sun and raise a toast to you, my friend. All you were and could have been. Why let these blue skies get in the way? It sure feels like a rainy day. It's a rainy day.
On you, Trav. Our next award is for Heritage Song of the Year. And to present, she has 4 nominations tonight and describes herself as a new age outlaw of country music.
He is a country as it gets. He is as country as it gets. A cowboy, a singer, songwriter, and a cattleman who still works his family farm. Plus, he's nominated for Traditional Country Album tonight.
Please welcome the honest and authentic Alison Forbes.
And the unmistakably country, Rue Arcus.
Thank you. Well, we're here tonight to present the Heritage Song of the Year Award.
Yeah, look, it's a song that is defined as being about Australia. You know, its people, history, geography, climate and ideals.
All these 5 nominated songs tonight have captured all of that and so much more.
Let's take a look.
Heritage Song of the Year. And the finalists are These Days, written by Edwina Lumsden, Dan Stanley Freeman and Benjamin Corbett, recorded by Fanny Lumsden. The Great Divide, written and recorded by John Williamson. Happy Australia Day, written and recorded by Luke O'Shea and Kevin Bennett. Seasons, written by Robin Martin, recorded by the New Graces. She Gave Us the Song, written by Garth Porter and Kelly Dixon, recorded by Tom Curtin, featuring Lee Kernaghan and Sarah Storer.
I've always wanted to do this. And the golden guitar for Heritage Song of the Year goes to... Happy Australia Day! Luke O'Shea and Kevin Bennett! Well, the river still runs from the same poison well.
Written by Luke and Kevin in the hope that everyday Australians will at the very least hear and learn the names of 9 iconic Indigenous human beings. It's not written to be political, but for the sole purpose to educate all Australians about our past so that they better understand our present and together shape a respectful, unified future.
And there's still so much more left to write. Yeah, but if I am a man who's born on this land, then my history is both black and white. So Jaeger, are you still falling? Gentlemen,
looks good.
Thank you so much. This is the perfect height for me, Andrew. I don't have that height problem. I'd just like to say how grateful I am to be included in this this brilliant song. It was Luke's baby, and he gracefully and graciously and generously took me on board. He deserves a hat. I've never worn a hat. And his song speaks the truth without pointing any fingers, without pointing out any blame or anything about anything. It just says, this is what happened. Make up your mind. Make up your own mind about what you think. So that's cool, and this, it's because of him that I'm here. And I thank him. He knows who did what on the tracks and stuff like that, but I just went along and sung my head off, so that's all I do. So it's Luke O'Shea, folks.
The walking benchmark, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kevin Bennett. Chuffed to have got to know him as a great mate over the last few years, and he's been such an inspiration to me and so many of us out there. It's just an honour to collaborate with him, but it's because of you, mate, that we're here. Like it's because of us. It's because of you and your ability to take on the challenge. We certainly don't make it easy for you, but our role as songwriters a lot of the time is to sing up our past and our people and our country. And we've got a lot of great stories, but we've got some pretty harsh ones as well, and ones that are tough to tell. But it's through owning it that we can move on, and you know, it's through the naming of these 9 magnificent Indigenous Australians in this song that it's hoped that the video will also be used as a teacher resource in the classroom, so that we can be, you know, a bit given a new perspective of our history, which is very, very valuable and integral to us to understand what happened, so we know where we're at here now, and so we can make better informed decisions about the future together. And the song involves so many of you people in this room, and I just am so humbled by our care and our family that we have here, and the willingness to take on these stories and to grow together as a country and as a genre of music as well. So thank you, people, for this honour, and this category, as you know, means so much to me, and I'll carry it forever. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen.
Well, we get to do 2 awards. That's pretty fancy, isn't it?
Cool. Yeah. How did we get that gig?
I don't know, but it's pretty cool. We're moving on to one of my favourite categories, Bush Ballad of the Year.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, another category that's all about capturing our Australian stories of people and place in a traditional manner.
Let's have a look at the 5 nominees tonight.
Bush Ballad of the Year. And the nominees are Six Decks to Darwin, written by Dean Perrott, Kelly and Marion Dixon and Ryan Garland, recorded by Dean Perrott. Graveyard Hill, written by Joy McKean, recorded by Diane Lindsay. Running on Empty, written and recorded by Graham Roger.
Running on empty.
Two Old Bushmen, written and recorded by Peter Code.
Noel came from the stations, Tom drove.
Sing us some Slim Dusty songs, written by John Howie, recorded by the Howie Brothers.
All right, here's the moment. And the golden guitar for Bush Ballad of the Year goes to...
You have to get as excited as I did.
And it didn't sort of open really neatly when I did that, but Six Decks to Darwin, Dean Perrott.
In this song, Dean and fellow songwriters raise their hats to all cattle transport companies and truckies who are major players in the Australian cattle industry. The song is about a road train driver hauling live export cattle to the Darwin Wharf from right across the Northern Territory. This win takes Dean's golden guitar career tally to 5. For Kelly and Marion Dixon and Ryan Garland, this is their first ever golden guitar win.
And we're heading now to load. In this fabled series, Kenworth, I power up the road. When the soft grey light of morning comes a-creeping through the
well, there you go. How's that for a pack of bushies? 3 cattlemen and a transport truck operator from out of Bullion, Queensland. Well, authenticity is the heart of the Australian Bush Ballad, and that's what you find there in these people. Just so proud to have this. Here I go again, eh? I always blame it on cattle dust getting in my throat, you know. But look, just I know for years I would buy a new Slim Dusty record. I'd look on that cover and there'd be the names K&M Dixon. Just so proud to have written something with these guys. And young Ryan Garland here, Ryan, he's chewed a lot of dust. He's been on ploughing his road train through a lot of bull dust right around this nation. So it was great to have his contribution to this album. Thanks, Ryan. Well, anyway, a big thank you to the Tamworth Regional Council and the CMAA. A big thank you to Stewie French, who produced the track from over there in Nashville. And I think Stewie had virtually really only settled there. He'd just set up his studio and we started recording this song. And he said, "Mate, you made me cut big holes in my new house." But, thanks heaps, Stewie, for that. Also to Lindsay Waddington at Watto, where I recorded my vocals back here in Australia. Did a great job, mate. I really appreciate that. And let me see, who else did I have? I'm not one for making notes. I'm just used to reading cattle brands, you know. But anyway, thanks to my lovely Camille and Montana and Mia. Love you guys. I'll just hand it on to the next bloke.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First, I want to thank the CMAA and the Tamworth Regional Council for this wonderful event they put on. Next to those, I want to thank all my supporters over the long years I've been involved in country music songwriting. I've had a very fortunate life, and I turned 94 this coming October, and I was starting to get... I was starting to think I'd never ever get one of these. But thank you for your support, the people who have bought our songs over the years. I must also thank my dear old mate, Dean Perrott. He's recorded a lot of my songs, or our songs. We first met when he was just a big teenager. We've had a pretty good time together. He's one of my great supporters, but thank you everybody that's enjoyed the songs. If I write a song, it gives you enjoyment. That's all Marion and I ever look for. Thank you very much.
Please cheers to the North Australian cattle carters.
Send your cattle Garland Transport. There you go.
Over the past 12 months, many in our industry have sadly passed, and we now take this moment to acknowledge their contribution to country music and its growth across the nation. Hold up, I just realised you changed again.
You didn't?
No.
What's that about? Come on, bro, keep up.
I can't.
Just put another hat on.
Okay, all right, done. Next time I'm out here. All right, our next two presenters are no strangers to the awards.
He took out the New Talent of the Year award at last year's Golden Guitars.
And she took home this next award in 2018.
To present Traditional Country Album of the Year, please welcome third generation country and multiple Golden Guitar winner Ashley Dallas.
And Toyota Star Maker winner and Toyota Hilux ambassador Blake O'Connor.
Hi everyone, it's so exciting. And Blake, the last time I actually saw you was at the Golden Guitars nominations announcements back in November. It was just before you and Sinead Burgess, the beautiful Sinead, were embarking on your Silver Linings tour then. How's it going?
It's going really well, and I could speak for everyone here, all the musos in the audience, that playing gigs again is so much better than sitting in a live stream audience and seeing emoji hand claps. Like it doesn't quite fulfil it for me, but man, it's just good to be playing gigs again. So I heard you open for the McClimates last week.
I got the absolute thrill to open for the beautiful McClimates right here on this stage, and what a way to come back to live music. It was a beautiful night here at the Trek, but we are here to announce some award winners. So I guess we better get on with it.
Yep, well, there's certainly a strong lineup for tonight's traditional album this evening.
And everyone is all at different stages of their careers, but all with that classic country sound. So let's take a look at the 5 nominees.
Traditional Country Album of the Year. And the nominees are No Headlights, Christy Cox, produced by Jerry Sally. There in the Ochre, Luke O'Shea, produced by Luke O'Shea. Tumbleweed, Rue Arcus, produced by Tim Crouch and Rue Arcus. Seasons, The New Graces, produced by Garth Porter. These Are the Changes, Warren H. Williams, produced by Warren H. Williams.
Tough. And the Golden Guitar for Traditional Country Album of the Year goes to Luke O'Shea!
There in the Ochre is described as a celebration of Australian history and stories, but fundamentally, this is an album about love for country, for people, for close relationships, for life. Featuring collaborations with Ashley Dallas, Felicity Urquhart, Kevin Bennett and Lynn Botel, it's an album about recognition and acknowledgement. This is Luke's second win this evening and takes his Golden Guitar career tally to 13.
Lucky 13. All right, thank you. Wow, like this album was a really tough album to make. It started 3 years ago, and all of a sudden life got in the way. 3 teenage daughters and a full house renovation, and it was just nuts, and everything got put aside, and it's been recorded in about 14 different studios, including Michelle Rose's, Bill Risby's, Claire O'Mara's, it's Matt Fell's, Benji and Sonny Parks up the Gold Coast. It's incorporated so many beautiful co-writes with Amber Lawrence, Butcher and Chris Matthews, and features Ash Dallas and Lynn Botel, and who's not in the room that I haven't mentioned, like it's so many people, and it's just utilising the people you love, and all of you here, It's, and in Victoria, it even featured Lachlan Bryan and Damien Caff and Ben, and look, go you Victorians. Just don't come over the border. Well, the Queenslanders are saying that to us now too, so we're getting even. But this album, I know I've forgotten some names, but it's a real labour of love, and it's just that ongoing feeling that I have that I just want to connect. I want to connect our histories together, our stories, and that custodian role I want us to take on for this great country so we can pass it on in a better state than what we got it, and it's catching on, and the story's light and dark. I love the craft that goes into an album. I know this new digital age doesn't really allow that to be really appreciated much anymore, but I do love that craft, and country music fans seem to really follow you on that journey, the ebb and the flow, the light and the dark of making an album, all the way through to the very last track and the last note, and I love that art form. And even though it can send you batty and crazy by doing it the way I did it, it was all tied together by a beautiful human called Mr. Sean Rudd in his studios there in the vault, and big thanks goes out to him and his skills, his professionalism and his love for this project, and for WJ for helping me get it out there, and Becky helps me get promoted, and all you guys who play it and take it on regardless of how tough I make it for you. You're just always up for it, and thank you so much. This means so much, especially with the quality of other artists in that kind of category. It means a lot. And the CMAA, thank you for putting this on, because it's really reignited a passion in me that I'd forgotten, you know, so this weekend's been really magical. Thank you so much. Oh, my beautiful wife, Lizzie, Robin, who looks after me. And this is the first time, sorry, I'm going, but my mum and dad, who are always here, and I'm always hearing that whistle, but I'm not hearing it this Tamworth. Dad's currently having the fight of his life in hospital with the dancer. And if you're that way inclined, please offer up your prayers for mum and dad, who love you. Yeah, thank you.
Good on you, Luke. Our next award is for the New Talent of the Year.
Very exciting. So let's take a look at the 5 artists who are vying to win their very first Golden Guitar Award.
New Talent of the Year. And the nominees are Alison Forbes, Broken Radios. Cass Hopetown, Typical Bride. Darlinghurst, So Long, So Long. Melody Moko, Like Hank Wood. The New Graces, Seasons. See the beauty that the seasons hold.
And the Golden Guitar for the New Talent of the Year award goes to, if I can get it undone, Melody Moko!
Born and raised in Adelaide, South Australia, Melody knew early on that she wanted to sing like Linda Ronstadt and write songs like Bob Dylan. Melody is one of those artists whose style is a natural and heartfelt extension of her personality and perspective on life. Her songs reside under the wide umbrella of Americana, yet they inhabit all the intriguing corners of country. This is Melody's very first Golden Guitar win, and she is a nominee in Female Artist of the Year later this evening.
Holy moly. You know, I wasn't going to bring my husband Michael up here because I had this whole thing about getting up here and doing it on my own as a woman, because for a long time I felt like in an industry full of men and a wonderful, amazing man who stands by me that I was just someone's girlfriend. and winning this has, really made me realise that I can stand here on my own and do this, so thank you. But I do want to thank him because without him by my side, this record wouldn't have happened and none of my career would be what it is today. So, and I also wouldn't be in this situation. But he is my rock in every possible way, on stage, off stage, at home with our kids. He's a wonderful dad. I just want to say thank you to him for all of that. I also want to mention my 2 beautiful kids, Miller and Maggie, particularly Miller, who has been on the road for pretty much his whole life and was born into, 2 musicians for parents. He had no hope from word go. But he's flourished and blossomed, and I just love him so much, and I want to keep doing this for my kids and to show them that it's possible as a mum to do these things. So this is for them too. Before I forget everyone. Everyone who worked on the record, so Nielsen Hubbard, the most incredible producer over in Nashville that co-produced with Michael and I 2
bedraggled Aussies that said, come and let's make a record. And he jumped on board, and all the musicians that played on the record, my publicity team, Stuart Coop and Karen Waters from Red Rebel Music. I also want to thank Comes With Fries, the wonderful digital agency that I worked with, Vanessa Picken, Ashley Minto, and a whole bunch of powerhouse women in music. My mum and dad, I know my mum said she was more nervous than me, and this is her first time being here at the Golden Guitars, and she's over on the table, so many thanks to my mum. And my dad, who has taught me that music can get you through anything, and he's just an incredible influence for me. And finally, all my possible supporters, I have to thank those, because I crowdfunded this record and this wouldn't have happened without all of those people, so thank you. And finally, I just want to mention that the biggest thing for me, I think, in music and pushing ahead and making a career as a mum and a musician has been other women being there to support me in the music industry. So I particularly want to make mention of a few women. Alison Forbes, who was also up for this award tonight, who I absolutely love and adore, and we attended the Academy of Country Music together. I want to thank her. I also want to thank Anna Georgia, Hayley Marsden, oh God, there's so many. I hope I don't forget anyone. Kim McCartan, who is another mother in music. Shit, help. No, I've got that. They're coming. And then there's three women that stand by my side consistently. Natalie Henry, who's one of my very best friends in the entire world, and my stylist, she's amazing. And Catherine Britt, who is my soul sister and produced my first record. And finally, I want to say a huge, massive thank you to Fanny Lumsden, without whom this record wouldn't have had the wings that it did, and I wouldn't have such a wonderful friend and supporter in music. So Fanny Lumsden and the Lumsden crew, thank you very much. Thanks, guys.
Oh, you changed your hat.
Changed
well
my
done.
hat, yeah. Just trying
You
to
look
keep
great.
up with you.
You look great.
Thank you. So do you.
Thank you.
Let's see. Our next performer celebrated 50 amazing years of music in 2020.
From his humble beginnings in 1970, performing Old Man Emu on the TV show New Faces, he has never really stopped.
Hit albums like Mallee Boy and The Way It Was. Hit songs like True Blue, Raining on the Rock and Cootamundra Waddle.
He has performed with the Sydney Symphony Orchestra in front of tens of thousands of sporting fans and at countless Tamworth festivals and Golden Guitar Awards.
He was awarded a Member of the Order of Australia in 1992, inducted into the Roll of Renown in 1997 and into the ARIA Hall of Fame in 2010.
With 27 golden guitars to his name, his music has shaped a generation and captures the essence of so much that is Australian.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's pay tribute to the one and only Mallee Boy, John Williamson.
Please don't forget me when I'm gone. I'll be seeing you later on. Just think of me along the road of song. Please don't forget me when I'm gone. I just came here to let you know I saw the snowies all covered in snow. I saw the Cooper and the Diamantina flow. I saw the desert where Aranda children grow. I saw my old man wonder why he believed good things come to those who try. Why he worked so hard with no clouds in the sky, when the wheat was up but the ground was cracked and dry. I saw my mum never let things get her down. A real bush girl in a real bush town. She went from horse to buggy to brand new Ford, to a walking frame in a lonely ward.
Look, I could thank hundreds and hundreds of people that have been in my career, been part of my career. Managers, record companies, musicians, producers, engineers. There's just so many. I can't really thank you all. Obviously, I'm going to thank Meg for being with me up today and on the road again. Mike and Damon and Claire, Jeff and Brendan. We've got a few miles in us yet, and thank you all very much for the tribute. Thank you.
I saw the tides when Mangrove Jack was on, where muddies and crocodiles belong. Just think of me along the road of song. Please don't forget me when I'm gone. And if you feel real good right now, my job is done. Please don't forget me when I'm gone.
I've not got a speeches, so I just might sing you a song instead. Will I ever hit the road again and live the life I've always known, round and round to reap the seeds I've sown? It's 21, I still can't play, this evil thing won't go away. Tell me again, it's gonna be okay. But I'm thankful for those 50 years, I've been a lucky man. I've watched the Aussie country music grow. I appreciate you folk out there, my songs have been for you and Tamworth. You've nurtured all the young ones coming through. So thank you, Tamworth, very much for keeping on with all the things you do. Have a good 21, folks.
On behalf of all the industry and the fans, congratulations, John, on a fantastic 50 years.
Yeah. Our next performer, over the last 32 years, has earned his place as one of Australia's favourite bush balladeers.
Here with his winning song this evening, 6 Decks to Darwin, please welcome Dean Perrott.
Six decks to Darwin, hauling up the Duncan Road. Just rolled out of Newry with a load of top-end gold. Heading for the export ships, those drovers of the sea. 6 decks bound for Darwin, big heart of the territory. On the stations in the top end, they are mustering the steers. The live export out of Wyndham and the Darwin Harbour Pier. So we got the road trains rolling and we're heading out to load. In this fabled series Kenworth, I power up the road. Yeah, I got 6 decks to Darwin, hauling up the Buntine Road. Just rolled out of Lake Dash, the load of top-end gold. Heading for the export ships, those drovers of the sea. 6 decks bound for Darwin, big heart of the territory. Let 'em roll, boys. I glance back in the mirror where the trailer's track behind. I see a dust cloud rising and filling up the sky. I stop to check the cattle now and then along the way. Then when we hit the bitumen, the wind'll fill our sails. From the red dust and the ranges to the ocean deep and blue, I hear the old girl growling as the gear shift changes through. There's the song of travelling cattle to the rhythm of the road, while the horses neath the bonnet knuckle down and bear the load. Yeah, I got 6 decks to Darwin, hauling up the Barclay Road. Just rolled out of Lake Nash with a load of top-end gold. Heading for the export ships, those drovers of the sea. 6 decks bound for Darwin, big heart of the territory. Yeah, I got 6 decks to Darwin, holding up the Duncan Road. Just rolled out of Rosewood with a load of top-end gold. Heading for the export ships, those drovers of the sea. 6 decks bound for Darwin, big heart of the territory.
Our next Golden Guitar Award is for Country Music Capital News Group or Duo of the Year.
And these presenters are a couple of old souls steeped in bluegrass tradition.
On a high from winning their first Golden Guitar tonight, please welcome Laura Coates and Andrew Wigglesworth from the Weeping Willow.
Yeah.
It's a great thrill for us to be here to present this award.
We certainly know that there's something very special about the collaboration of like-minded souls, and I'm very blessed to be with this beautiful soul.
Aw, thanks, Andy. Likewise. Be it the magic of strong harmonies, the brilliant sync of instruments, or a combination of both, all these nominees have impressed the voters this year.
Let's check them out.
Country Music Capital News, Group or Duo of the Year. And the nominees are Angus Gill and Seasons of Change, 3-minute movies. Hurricane Fall, Ain't Leavin'. The Buckleys, Daydream. The McClymonts, Mayhem to Madness. The New Graces, Seasons.
And the Golden Guitar for Country Music Capital News Group or Duo of the Year is the
McClymonts.
I've been waiting on the corner.
Always finding a raw sincerity within their words and harmonies, the McClymonts have continued to impress listeners over the years by speaking their truth and delivering polished country pop songs full of warmth and heart. 2021 marks 15 years since the release of their self-titled debut EP, and sisters Brooke, Sam and Molly don't look like slowing down anytime soon. This is their second win tonight, taking their Golden Guitar career tally to 15.
Okay, you ready? We're going to rock off. This is how we get our Golden Guitars. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh! No. 1, 2, 3. Yep, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yes!
Oh,
Thank you! I always lose. I'm really happy this is going to go in our shed on the farm. You go, Sam.
No, we've been singing together for about 25 years now, and we wouldn't be here without our beautiful parents, Peter and Tony. They loved country music, and they couldn't sing themselves. They weren't musically
Terrible. We
inclined at
thought we were
all.
adopted.
Still can't. Yes. We definitely questioned some things, but they...
No, we look like our parents, let's be honest.
But they saw that we loved it so much, and we just loved to sing together, and they let us roll with it. And every weekend, Mum would pack us up in the car, and Dad would stay behind in the butcher shop to pay for it, for all those trips that you'd go home with a trophy, because we just loved it. And they've supported us this whole time. And yeah, we certainly wouldn't be here without them. And now, individually, our families have just grown, and our family's just getting larger and larger, with Molly. And we have very supportive and wonderful husbands, Ben, Ads and Az.
Amazing. All looking after their children tonight.
Yes.
Well done. Thank you, honey. Love you. You've been amazing. Actually, all of our partners. And actually, Dad, Wendy, Mum, like Sam said, all the family. But who
We'd
else?
like to thank Dan Biddle and
Kate. And thank you so much. You two have been amazing.
Toyota, CMAA,
Our band. KL, who rearranged 2 tours last year.
Yes, KL.
We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it, and we managed to get in 3 gigs this year, so that's
From
really
30 to 3.
Yes, but it was a start, and it was so nice to be back up on stage. It was just a beautiful moment.
It was really good.
Yeah, last year we were separated from borders. I was in
It was
Queensland.
Sam's fault.
I
It
know.
was Sam's fault. Yeah.
I was
No,
in
it was
Queensland. I was in Queensland, and to be honest, it just kind of made us realise even more how much we love singing together and how much we missed it, and we just wanted to be together to sing. And it does, as Luke was talking about before, it reignites this passion and this fire in your belly to just make music again and make it together, because we did those Zoom sessions.
Oh, we were
It was
terrible.
awful. And so it's nice just to...
Well, you girls get it. It was just delayed, and you're going, shush, let me go.
And I'm like, I'm singing with you. No, you're not.
So anyway, we've got another addition to the family coming
Yeah.
as Molly. She's having another baby, COVID baby.
No.
Yeah. Just for a bit of fun. Just to throw in another baby. This is our 6th baby in 6 years, and the fact that we've toured every...
7.
No, but we had 6 in a row.
Yes, we did. We did.
Yeah, it goes boom, 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 boom.
Couldn't
boom,
get
boom.
it together.
No more. My husband's had a vasectomy. I love you for that. Thank you, honey. I am ready to party. Woo!
Thank you, Andy Mack, again. We love you. We love what you do for us. Thank you. And
Oh,
also, sorry, one more. We actually wouldn't be here without our incredible fans. We do tour.
Sorry.
We
Of
tour
course.
year after year, and we wouldn't survive and have this as our full-time job without touring and the people who come out to our show night after night. And so thank you guys for supporting the album last year and still downloading it, streaming it, buying the album. Thank you very, very much. And coming out to the 3 shows we did. You came out in full force, and we love you very, very much. So
And,
we can't wait to play more.
Thank you. And a really quick one. My in-laws, who basically help raise my children,
Mine too.
who are incredible, and Sam's as well. We really can't forget that side. You guys, we love you so much. And seriously, everyone in this room tonight, and all the artists, and everyone who's paving a way in what we do, it's a bloody great job. And I just hope we can get back to normal, because we got some rocking and rolling to do. So cheers!
Nominee for the 2021 Toyota Album of the Year, Mayhem to Madness, The McClymonts. This is the McClymonts' 6th studio album. It was released in June 2020, and it peaked at number 3 on the ARIA album charts. Produced by Andy Mack, it was hailed by critics as featuring some of the strongest songs of their career.
I tell myself that I got this. I try to slow when I lose it.
This is their first studio album in 3 years, but the mayhem and madness of hectic family lives has certainly not slowed them down or dampened their creativity. Mayhem to Madness is the McClymont sisters doing what they do best, singing from the heart and harmonising like hell to make one hell of a country pop hybrid. Nominee for the 2021 Toyota Album of the Year, Mayhem to Madness, The McClymonts.
Well, it's time now to welcome back new Talent of the Year winner, Melody Moko. Yeah. They love you. They love you. But this time she's going to perform for us. She's joined by my lovely co-host, Catherine Britt, who helped her write this song. Here is Melody Moko with Last Cigarette.
Wish that I could say hadn't been here before. Know that I'd be lying if I said I wanted more. But I wonder if I'm wilder than you. Yeah, I wonder what that's done to me. feeling of barely hanging on. Can you save a desperate woman, or am I too far gone? Am I on fire? Is it too hard to see? I'm like a slow bird, takes a while to break free. You fire me up, then drag it out. I'm slowly killing you. A bad habit, I know you wanna quit. I've got hold of you. What can you do? Just something you regret. I'm always feeling like your last cigarette. Everyone's got something they ask forgiveness for. I can't help but think that one day I will be yours, like a long drive at the end of the day, like a wrong turn that's leading you astray. You fire me up, then drag it out. I'm slowly killing you. A bad habit, I know you wanna quit, but I've got hold of you. What can you do? Just something you regret. I'm always feeling like your last cigarette. Fire me up, then drag it out. I'm slowly killing you. A bad habit, I know you wanna quit. I've got hold of you. What can you do? Just something you regret. I'm always feeling like your last cigarette. Something you regret. I'm always feeling like your last cigarette. Wish that I could say hadn't been here before. Know that I'd be lying if I said I wanted more. But I wonder if I'm wilder than you.
I missed you.
Well, we are just 4 more awards away from the big one, Toyota Album of the Year.
But first, to Female Artist of the Year, and to present two of country's nicest people and brilliant singer-songwriters.
He is fresh from celebrating his 30th anniversary with an awesome show in Tamworth a couple of nights ago.
And she was the Golden Girl at the 2020 Awards when she cleaned up with a whopping 6 Golden Guitar wins. Yeah.
Wow. Please welcome Adam Harvey and Felicity Urquhart.
Isn't this great? I mean, this year is fantastic. All these tables, and we're not squashed up in those rows of seats. It's like a big wedding. It's fantastic. And I know we love everyone that's watching at the moment. We're streaming around Australia, but also people watching from all over the world. But I would just love to say a huge thank you to all of the people that have bought a ticket, that have come along tonight in person. to watch the awards. Thank you so much.
It's really important. A big shout of thanks to Tamworth, because it was certainly different walking down Peel Street. The kids called it the Estival, not the F word. We weren't allowed to use that this year. But we're here for some pretty important things, Adam.
We are, that's right, and we've got a fantastic bunch of female nominees for this category tonight.
Yes, such a deserved lineup too. Each and every one of them has delivered some amazing material in the last 12 months.
Well, it certainly has been a crazy year, but how wonderful is it that the CMAA have gone above and beyond, and of course the Tamworth Regional Council did so much to make this event go ahead and continue, and we thank them so very much for that. And it's right here in Tamworth, your hometown.
You know I love it. I'm very proud to be here in Tamworth. This industry is something that I'm always spruiking about, and being a Tamworth girl makes me pretty proud.
All right, well, let's take a look at these 5 amazing ladies that are nominated tonight.
Yes.
Female Artist of the Year. And the nominees are Alison Forbes, Bone Digger. Fanny Lumsden, Fallow. Jasmine Ray, Lionside.
We're never quite alone, 'cause I always
Christy Cox, No Headlights.
I've got yesterday's heartache hanging on.
Melody Moko, 2 Kids and a Radio.
And the winner is Fanny Lumsden!
Lumsden, in her 10-year career, has racked up an AIR Award, a CMC Award, 3 ARIA-nominated albums, including taking out the 2020 ARIA for Best Country Album, and now 7 Golden Guitar Awards with this win. She has her own record label, Red Dirt Road Records, and her husband, Dan Stanley Freeman, run their touring company, the Country Halls Tour, which is an annual tour that visits halls in regional and remote Australia. All this is no small feat for a self-managed artist. Congratulations, Fanny Lumsden.
Thank you so much. Dan wasn't allowed up on this one. But I just firstly want to do a massive shout out to all of the women in this industry and all the females and female identifying artists that have, you know, come before me and like paved a path that is set a standard so high, and I'm so grateful. And to all of you out there, you know, juggling everything. It's, you know, it's not easy doing, you know, being a parent and touring and running your own business and being in lockdown and all of these different things, and you all do it so incredibly, and I'm so grateful to be here. So this is to everyone out there, just, you know, giving it a crack. It's a tough gig, and but a very, very worthy one, and I'm very grateful. I'd like to thank the women on my team. Down here we have Sam Phillips, who's basically like my brain, and Rachel Whitchurch, who's rebooked and booked and rebooked, and we talk every day in 2020. Like, do you reckon we can do the gig yet? No, maybe we can get across the border. No, we can't get across the border. I'm like, back and forth, and you know, they really help me, and I'm able to, you know, connect with them on so many different levels. And of course, to all the other women artists out there, just, you know, doing it and setting by example, leading by example. I can't talk anymore, sorry. I'm going to make this quick, but I also want to really thank my mum, who's here, who's the woman who, like, absolutely, well, she gave birth to me, so that was good. And, you know, she made me practice my scales when I was little. And, but mostly she taught me how to work hard and to be gracious and to help others, and I'm so grateful for that. Yeah. And so thank you. I'm not going to bang on much more, but to all of the other women out there doing it, keep going. You're absolutely inspiring to all of us, so thank you. Yeah.
Hold on. You're kidding me, right?
This is my last one, I promise. You haven't got any more hats?
I'm done.
Seriously?
I got nothing.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for the heads up, though. Jeez.
Our next performer inhabits a rare space in the music industry. Songwriter, recording artist, producer, engineer, multi-instrumentalist.
Guitar pedal builder, whiskey enthusiast. Yeah, there's a few out there. Motorcycle lover and musical mentor.
It was in that mentoring capacity that the song he's about to sing sparked into existence.
During a songwriting retreat as a tutor at the Dag Sheep Station in Nundle, the song was born in a joint effort with young up-and-coming Queensland songwriter Leon Milner.
Woohoo! Here to perform his nominated song this evening, please give a warm welcome to Shane Nicholson.
There's been mistakes, there'll be again. We'll fall from grace every now and then. Loving and losing from pillar to post. The things we hold dear can hurt us the most. And it's just the price of surviving we pay for sticking it out through another day. But it's better than taking the other way out. 'Cause ghosts at the table, junk mail and trash. I bury myself in cigarette ash. I draw the curtain, there ain't much to see. The world moves along and forgets about me. And it's just the price of surviving we pay for sticking it out through another day. But it's better than taking the other way out. Hope carry me now. Hope carry me. Gonna take us the long way around. And it's just the price of surviving this life, learning to bleed through the trouble and strife. When living is only being alive. And it's just the price of surviving we pay for sticking it out through another day. But it's better than taking the other way out. The other way out.
Shane Nicholson. And the band sounds spectacular tonight.
boys,
Come
yes.
on, they're amazing. Nice work. All right, Adam. We're here for something serious.
All right, now it's time to give the blokes a go. Let's find out which one of these 5 young fellas is going to be awarded one of country music's greatest prizes.
Well, let's take a look at the Male Artist of the Year nominees.
Male Artist of the Year. And the nominees are Adam Brand, Speed of Life. Casey Barnes, Town of a Million Dreams. Luke O'Shea, There in the Ochre. Travis Collins, Wreck Me.
I think right now would be okay to open it up.
Warren H. Williams, These Are the Changes.
No one cares, oh beautiful.
Artist of the Year. The Golden Guitar goes to Travis Collins, Wreck Me.
Last night I got a call, news that made no sense.
Recorded in Nashville with Luke Wooten, Wreck Me is Travis's 8th studio album. Travis describes this album as a wide footprint of styles and sounds that truly reflects where he is musically right now. Hailing from Cessnock in the Hunter Valley, this is Travis's 3rd win in this category since 2017 and takes his Golden Guitar career tally to 8. Congratulations, Travis Collins.
Thank you. Look, I never ever prepare speeches, but I seen how hot the talent was this year, and I thought if I'm lucky enough to get up tonight, I bet you it'll be lucky to be bloody once. So much incredible talent out there at the moment. I'm honoured to be in this finalist category, despite a really, really disturbed and, you know, crazy time. I think this room managed to put out some of the best standard of country music we've seen in a long time. So I'm proud to be in this community. So I made a few notes just in case this happened. Oh, shit, I'm shaking. Again, I want to congratulate the finalists in this other category. The real thrill about winning a Golden Guitar is it's voted by your peers, the people that you looked up to, the people that have taught you how to write songs, the people that have taught you how to play guitar licks. And it really is, it's a cliche we use all the time, that it's a family, but until something better comes along and there's a better way to explain it, it's a family. So thanks for having me in it. I also want to thank ABC Music, Nat, Jen, Fee and Baz. Really appreciate the work you guys put in. Thank you. Huge shout out to Mariana over at Universal Music Publishing for helping me through this year when there was no gigs, and they, you know, kept me busy on the publishing front and gave me something to do and a way to pay my bills, which was really, really handy. And their belief in me as a writer has it never feels like it's wavered, and that's really important. So thank you. This album was recorded in a few different places with a few different dudes: Luke Wooten, Ted Howard, Simon Johnson. I want to thank all the musicians and the writers that helped me make this album that we never really intended to be an album. Yeah, I felt like the dumbest kid in the back of the class working with those people, and that's the way I want to work forever from now on, is feel like the dumbest guy in the class and try and learn as much as I can. I want to do a shout out. I know this is not a video award, but I want to do a shout out to Jay Seeney from Blacklist Productions for a couple of really great videos that we did this year, mate, under really strange circumstances. We were rigging the lights, we were doing the playback, running into shot because we were the only 2 people allowed to be on set. So, mate, thanks, I really do appreciate it. I am shaking, look at this. Radio, streaming, whether it's Triple M, Kicks, anyone that's followed me on Spotify or Apple Music, thank you so much for listening and sharing. Huge shout out to the guys that shared the hit with me this year, and that's my tour band. I've got a bunch of guys that go with me everywhere. We make that commitment to each other, and that was the hardest part of the year for me, was calling them and tell them that they'd lost their gigs too. I love those guys. They're like brothers and they're like family to me when we're on the road. And it was tough, so thanks for standing with me, boys. I want to thank the probably the drunkest row in here tonight, my family, from coming up all the way up. Are you over here, are you? Oh no, there they are. The sound just got to you. Thanks for that. Appreciate yous. Country fans, and lastly, to wrap it up, my management, Ken Ooch, he's absolutely the guy, and I've said it before here, I don't know a better way to say it. He lit a fire under a guy about 5 years ago that thought about maybe changing careers and, you know, getting a job in the pit or something. But I met Ken Ooch at this after party here about 5 years ago, and he absolutely set fire to me. And I've been so in love with country music and this industry ever since. So thank you, Ken. I appreciate it. And very lastly, behind every couple of idiots, there's a woman. For me, it's my wife, Beck. I'm so glad to be her handbag at these events. She looks amazing tonight. And she just gave me all the right words of encouragement throughout a year where we just planted trees instead of worrying about what was happening in the music industry. So thanks for always, as you say, keep my head in the clouds and my feet in the mud. I love you for that, baby. And one other woman that I'd like to send out a massive thank you to, who shielded me from the worst of last year, and Ken is the other part of our management, and that's Bernie Saxby, who was just taking so many of those phone calls of cancelled gigs and found a way to help us get through it. When I needed to not hear about it for a while, she found a way to just let me have that. She had that great sixth sense, and man, I can't imagine working with anybody else from here on. And we love you, Bernie, and this one really is for you. We wouldn't have got it without you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Nominee for the 2021 Toyota Album of the Year, Fallow, Fanny Lumsden. Fallow is Fanny's third studio album. It was released on the 13th of March 2020, debuting at number 10 on the ARIA chart, and it went on to win the 2020 ARIA Award for the Best Country Album. Produced by multi-award-winning Matt Fell, it was recorded in a stone hut in the Snowy Mountains on her husband and collaborator Dan Stanley Freeman's property. Fallow is Fanny's first album since becoming a mother, and the Sydney Morning Herald described it as a breakthrough record, going on to say she's a savvy songwriter with strong melodies and lyrical observations. Nominee for the 2021 Toyota Album of the Year, Fallow, Fanny Lumsden.
When the dust turned to snow, all you have and all you know, overnight is all but froze. When the dust turned to snow, when the dust turned to mud, washed away that lost door in the flood, as well as any lost faith in what's above. When the dust turned to mud, so where did you go? We went and put our trust in that ebb and flow. Yes, we went and sold our hearts deep in that fallow. Our hearts deep in that fallow.
When the dust turned to stone, all that's borrowed and never owned, your past you had outgrown. When the dust turned to stone, so we went and put our trust in that ebb and flow. Yes, we went and sold our hearts deep in that fallow. Our hearts deep in that fallow. dust, they said, carry on, don't make a fuss. But enough is enough. When the dust turned to dust, they said, carry on, don't make a fuss. But enough is enough. So where did you go? We went and put our trust in that ebb and flow. Yes, we went and sold our hearts deep in that fallow. Our hearts deep in that fallow. Our hearts deep in that fallow.
Good on you, Fanny.
Here now to present APRA AMCOS Song of the Year is one of the great guys of country music. We all miss him here tonight.
And joining him in his gorgeous wife, radio presenter, singer in her own right, the beautiful Laurel Edwards.
G'day folks.
Hi everyone.
Wow, what a different January this is.
It sure has been very, very strange. So sorry we can't be there tonight, but we did dress for the occasion.
I must say, you look ravishing tonight, my darling.
Thank you, my love.
Hot
this,
pink.
This old thing, I did the gardening in it today. But anyway, yeah, look, this is the first festival and award night that we've missed in, well, we couldn't make it 10 years ago when we got hit by the 2011 floods. But other than that, yeah, we'd really love to be there.
We sure would, but we better keep things moving along.
Yeah, we should, because next year is going to be an absolute doozy, the 50th anniversary, and that's going to be something we're celebrating. But tonight, we're celebrating incredible country music. So let's have a look at the nominees.
APRA AMCOS Song of the Year. And the nominees are Give Me Tonight, Brad Cox, written by Brad Cox and Joe Mungovan. Fierce, Fanny Lumsden, written by Edwina Lumsden and Dan Stanley Freeman. The High Price of Surviving, Shane Nicholson, written by Shane Nicholson and Leon Milner. I Got This, The McClymonts, written by Brooke McClymont, Samantha McClymont, Molly McClymont and Andy Mack. Rainy Day, Travis Collins, written by Travis Collins and Byron Hill.
Rainy day. Well, there are some incredible songs there. I bet everyone's itching to find out who's won the Golden Guitar.
Let's find out. And the Golden Guitar for the APRA AMCOS Song of the Year goes to
Shane Nicholson for the High Price of Surviving.
Songwriters Shane Nicholson and Leon Milner.
Well done, everyone. Can't wait to see you next year. Lots of love.
Trash, I bury myself in
Talented singer-songwriter producer Shane Nicholson, along with his co-writer Leon Milner, deliver a song about the complexities of life, its intricacies and its messiness, and how over time this forms the tapestry of our lives. This win takes Shane's Golden Guitar career tally to 12, and it's Leon's first ever Golden Guitar.
This category is always my favourite because it's the only award all night that points purely, wholly, 100% towards the song and nothing else to do with the industry, and I do love that about it. So it's really special. Always, I mean, I'm lucky. I've got one of these before, but this one is extra special because this song is extra special for a whole lot of reasons, which we don't need to go into all of them now. But I had a lot of fun writing this, and I want you to hear to be introduced to and hear from this guy. This is Leon Milner. We wrote this song not far from here in Nundle at the DAG a couple of years ago. It was the first writing session of the day, so it was early. I wasn't really all that into it, to be honest. It was pretty early. And we just kind of fumbled through it, got it done in a few hours, went to lunch, and we didn't talk much more about it until I got home and listened to all the stuff that we'd done and realised just quite how special this thing was that we'd written together, which is often the case with the DAG, with the songs, because you write so many songs when you're there. And getting to know this guy and realising just how incredibly talented he is, I'm mostly appreciative of this award for the fact that it gives him a chance to talk to you for the first time and for you to fall in love with him. This is Leon, everybody.
Obviously, first of all, I have to thank this guy. I remember the first time I watched him live, I was so inspired to become a songwriter, just all the emotion he put into his songs and his performances. And I have to be the luckiest person alive, I think, to be able to write this song with him. And I remember sitting in the room with him. It wasn't that early, probably early for musos. But yeah, I think I'd woke him up from a nap and I was like already nervous. I was so nervous that day, even more nervous than I am today. And sorry. And I knew it would be a special song for me just because I got to write it with him and not knowing where it would go. And I'm just so proud to be a part of this song as someone that's struggled a bit with anxiety and depression. The fact that it's, sort of started a bit of a conversation about it, that I'm really proud to have my name on it. So thank you very much.
Nice one, buddy. Nice one, mate. Good on you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Nice speech. Good work.
Well, big congratulations to Shane and Leon. Troy Cassadaly has a brand new single that was released yesterday called Back on Country.
His new album, titled The World Today, will be out March 19th and is produced by Matt Fell.
It's time now for our next presenters.
He is an Australian entrepreneur and concert promoter icon who was appointed a member of the Order of Australia in 1998 and received the ARIA Industry Icon Award in 2019.
And they are the much-loved sister group who have over 250,000 album sales and 13 golden guitars.
Please welcome the founder of Frontier Touring and Chug Entertainment, Michael Chug AM.
And beaming from their 2 wins earlier tonight, Brooke, Sam and Molly from the McClymons.
Good evening, Mr. Chug.
I feel like a thorn between 3 roses.
Oh, that's nice.
You can call me Chuggy, by the way. There are other names you could call me, but that'll do.
We'll stick to that one.
Yeah.
That's good. Is this your first time at the Golden Guitar Awards?
I actually came in 2002. Billy Thorpe collaborated with Melinda Schneider on a song called When the Last Child Leaves Home, which they performed that year. And through my involvement with Rob Potts and CMC Rocks, I've been around a lot, but it's really exciting to be back here tonight, and I'll say something about that in a minute.
Well, we're glad to have you back. Thanks
Thank
for being
you.
here. Well, this award, Top Selling Album of the Year, is a little different in that the winner is determined by album sales figures that are compiled by ARIA for the 2020 calendar year.
Yep. You know you're on the list, don't you?
I know.
You came second, and if your record company hadn't run out of stock in the first week, you might have come first.
Thank you, Chuggy.
Do you know what? I think Keith Urban might have been a little bit ahead in those sales, so
No,
it's
well,
all
it's-
okay.
I just thought I'd
I love
throw that in.
Thanks, Chuggy.
It's true.
Brookie, your turn. Oh, it's my turn.
Yes.
Sorry. We are really thrilled that, especially in a year without touring. Oh, sorry, I could have read that in my own voice.
Let's take a look at the top 5 selling albums of 2020.
Top selling Australian album of the year. And the 5 top-selling Australian country albums in 2020, based on the ARIA charts, were: at number 5, My Mind's Projection, Brad Cox. At number 4, Christmas for Cowboys, Troy Cassadaly.
Ours is the sky and the white.
At number 3, Speed of Life, Adam Brand. At number 2, Mayhem to Madness, the McClymonds. And at number 1, the highest selling Australian country album and top selling Australian album of the year went to The Speed of Now Part 1, Keith Urban. The Speed of Now is Keith's 11th studio album. A bumper album at 16 tracks, it includes collaborations with Eric Church, Pink, and Breland and Nile Rodgers. This win takes Keith's golden guitar career tally to 14.
Well, Keith can't be here with us tonight, so we will make sure he gets his award. Well, it's great to have you here, Chuggy. We're going to go have a drink soon, hey?
I'm not sure whether I need any more.
Yeah, come on. Maybe we'll see you, though, next year for the 50th
I'm
celebration.
sure I'll be here.
Good. Absolutely.
Before I go, I just want to say that in early 19, there was a movement starting to build in Nashville about how strong Australian music was getting and how great it was going to go. And it kept building and building, and in March last year it got knocked on the head. But I've got to say, it's still going on. People are still telling me that we are going to happen in Nashville in a big, big way. And I've got to say, sitting here tonight, watching the passion, listening to some incredible songs and watching some of these great performances, you're on the way, Australia, that's for sure.
Oh, well done.
Well, we have just one more performance before we find out who will take home the Toyota Album of the Year for 2021.
To give us their winning song, Happy Australia Day, please put your hands together for 2 of the country's best singer-songwriters, Luke O'Shea and Kevin Bennett.
Yeah.
Cowboys versus Indians, white men versus savages, is what I was shown on TV. I knew more about the world wars, the Zulu, the Navajo, than I did of my own history. Yes, but as you begin to uncover the sin, you can feel your heart drowning in shame. It all starts with a lie we no longer deny, but it's time we all knew your name. So come away, are you still fighting? When you die, your song we shall sing. And for all your senseless suffering, Sugar Nitty, did it mean anything? For every chain that has bound you, for every child stolen away, well, the river still runs from the same poison well. Happy Australia Day, Australia Day. Well, the wheel it still turns, but the memory still burns, and there's still so much more left to write. Yeah, but if I'm a man who was born on this land, then my history is both black and white. So Yagan, are you still fighting? Chandamara, your song we shall sing. And for all you absorbed as you traveled the world, bet along, did it mean anything? For every shot was fired, intending to drive you away. Well, the river still runs from the same poison well. Happy Australia Day, Australia Day. Let the truth fill the space in between us, replacing the blame and the fear. And what we must learn first, we are better than our worst, and respect for each other starts here. So why celebrate our great nation on a day that insults and divides? For regardless of clan, we all love this land. Find a way where we stand unified. Charlie Perkins, I'll stand beside you. Uncle Jimmy, your song I shall sing. And for all your selfless suffering, Mum Shell, well, I feel everything. For every right that's denied us, for our children all stolen away. Well, everyone drinks from the same poison well, and it's time that we all share the pain. Yes, everyone drinks from the same poison well. Happy Australia Day, Australia Day.
Well, we made it. Here we are.
Just the one big one to go. Toyota Album of the Year.
To present, please welcome via the big screen, Chief Marketing Officer of Toyota Australia, John Pappas.
Good evening, everybody. I'm sorry I can't be there with you tonight. However, I'm thrilled to join you virtually to present the Toyota Album of the Year. On behalf of Toyota Australia, I'd like to say thank you to the Tamworth Regional Council, the Country Music Association of Australia, and of course, all of you here tonight celebrating Australian country music's finest talent. We are delighted that despite a challenging year, the 49th Toyota Golden Guitar Awards has been able to go ahead. We're incredibly proud to be able to continue supporting country music in Australia and to be part of the legendary Golden Guitar Awards again this year. This is Toyota Australia's 29th year sponsoring the festival, and each year we see just how important this community is. It's a community we are honoured to support, and we're pleased to announce that our partnership with the Toyota Country Music Festival, Toyota Golden Guitar Awards and Toyota Star Maker has been confirmed to continue for another 3 years. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to present this award tonight. We look forward to coming back strong next year for the 50th Annual Toyota Country Music Festival and the 50th Toyota Golden Guitar Awards in Tamworth, Australia's capital of country music. So let's get to the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take a look at the 5 nominees vying for the 2021 Toyota Album of the Year.
Toyota Album of the Year. And the nominees are Speed of Life, Adam Brand, produced by Luke Wooten. Town of a Million Dreams, Casey Barnes, produced by Matt Fell, Michael Painter and Michael De Lorenzis. Fallow, Fanny Lumsden, produced by Matt Fell. Mayhem to Madness, The McClymonts, produced by Andy Mack. Wreck Me, Travis Collins, produced by Travis Collins and Luke Wooten.
And the 2021 Toyota Album of the Year goes to Fellow by Fanny Lumsden, produced by Matt Fell. Congratulations.
With Fallow, her much acclaimed third studio album, Fanny is forging a career that is distinctly hers and changing up how things are done. She's a songwriter that knows exactly what she wants to say and how she wants to present herself and her art. This is Fanny's 5th win this evening and takes her golden guitar career tally to 8. For producer Matt Fell, this win takes his golden guitar career tally to 10. Congratulations to you both.
I didn't know if you guys thought you were coming to that kind of Fanny show, sorry. Wow, this is unbelievable. This album, the songs I wrote over the summer of mostly 2018, 2019, we lost Dan's mum to cancer that year, and I had a baby a few months later, and I think I was just feeling all the feelings really for the first time. It's just life feelings, and I was also really inspired by the valley where we live, Toomer Valley, and you know, just every day I thought it was just so beautiful, and I wanted to make something beautiful, and I wanted to make something I could find solace in myself, and so these songs, they were for that, and then bringing them alive, as we've mentioned, we did it in a stone hut, which was just a beautiful experience. I want to do a massive shout out to Benjamin Corbett, who couldn't be here tonight, and he has written with me and played with me for years and years, and I value his input so much, and I want to thank the Toomer Valley and the community, because you know, like they rallied around us. We went through the fires last summer, and it was really full on, and they just, you know, they've all stuck together and they supported us. We launched it the day that everything shut down. This album came out on the 13th of March, which is the day the industry shut down for the year, and then went into lockdown 2 days later. So, you know, we've all had a bumpy ride. All of these albums have had a bumpy ride, and yet music has prevailed, and I think that is just incredible. So here's to the music that we make, to make people come together and to find solace in. There's so many people I need to thank, but I think I'm going to pass with these guys, because you've seen enough Fanny for one night. So thank you to this community for embracing me. It is still weird and unbelievable to me. So thank you so much.
I think Fanny's really said it all. I want to be quick. I just want to try and thank anyone and everyone that we've forgotten. All of you here tonight supporting live music in the Australian country scene, which we're so proud to be a part of. Totally, bye. The community that supported us.
We want to thank the CMAA. We want to thank everyone that's ever played music
for putting
on the
this
radio.
amazing live events during these challenging times.
Yes, we want to thank Cooking Vinyl Australia down in Melbourne, because they're such legends. Every whacked idea that I threw at them, they're like, let's make it happen. Okay. And to
our live band, our touring band that we drag all around the country, and they come everywhere for us and do everything with us.
And you know what, I want to thank, I just want to really thank every single person that's ever come to a country hall and be like, Fanny, what? Yeah, okay, we'll go to that show, whatever that is. And like, huge thanks to all those people that took a risk, and all of the kids that are like, maybe I'll be a singer one day, and they're like jumping on the back of the ute, or they're like up on the, you know, like the board in the shearing shed, and they're singing. They're like, I'm gonna be, you can do it, because if I did it, you can definitely do it. But yes, thank you to these people right here. Tom Lumsden, he just did the most amazing performance. He does all of everything behind the stage. He even like had to feed my child when we were like driving around Australia, and I was like pumping milk in the back and trying to like do interviews and crying, and then like he's like, oh, fine. I changed nappies, and obviously Mr. Matt Fell.
And finally, this album couldn't represent more of our life. It's so much, as Fanny mentioned, we lost my mum during the process of creating this. this album. We are so deeply proud. So again, to everyone that's helped us create it, to everyone that's supported us, to our family. I think I'm just repeating things.
Yeah, you are. Just come back. Yeah.
Thank you all, you bloody rippers! Woo!
Look, just very quickly, I will obviously this is obviously a monumental achievement for these guys. But what is so incredible to me is that right from the very beginning, they've worked their butts off. They've driven countless miles. But they've done it their way. They didn't play it by the rules. They created their own rule book. And most importantly, they had complete and utter integrity from the very, very start. And I think that's a magnificent thing in the music industry. So congratulations, guys. Wonderful thing. Thank you.
Well, that just about brings the night to a close. A big thank you to all the team that put this year's awards show together, especially in such a difficult time, navigating all the challenges that COVID has brought us.
A big thanks, a huge thanks to Brendan Radford and the awards band. Ladies and gentlemen, give them a big round of applause. You! And just as big a thank you to all the fans out there who buy our music, come and support us at our gigs, especially now that we get to kind of sort of perform live again, even though it's to very small crowds.
And to everyone watching around the country or around the world, Mum, we'd love to see you in Tamworth, in the heart of beautiful New South Wales and the home of Australian country music in 2022. As the city and the country music industry celebrates 50 years of the festival and 50 years of the Golden Guitar Awards.
Yeah. Well, to close the show, we have a medley to celebrate 50 years of the Bushwhackers.
I'll tell you what, keeping a band together for a long time is a challenge in itself, but keeping one performing for 50 years is a rare achievement.
They were the first band to tour internationally with 100% Australian repertoire. And in 1981, when they won their first Golden Guitar, rumour has it that they threw it in the Peel River. Is that true, guys? No? No, not true. But imagine if there'd been Facebook back then. It would have been viral, for sure.
I'd believe that Dobe Newton would be the original viral sensation. And so, with that win, began a 4-decade love affair with the Longyard Hotel, the city of Tamworth, the fans and the festival.
So to close our show tonight, please put a big, big round of applause together for the 2021 Roll of Renown inductees, the Bushwhackers.
Yeah. Thank you and good night.
Thank you. Before we start, I just wanted to apologise to everybody out there and those young people watching at home for my inappropriate language earlier on. But before the shearing was over,
what happened, eh?
I wished I was back again.
Where's that, mate?
Shearing for old Tom Patterson on the One Tree Plain.
All among the wool, boys, all among the wool. Keep your white blades full, boys, keep your white blades full. Can do respectable tallying stuff whenever I like to try. Know me round the country as the Jack from Gundagai.
I saw a big Wallander and I saw a Tilmaroo. Once I dreamed me blades, boys, upon the famed Parkoo. Cowan down to the Trident, far as Moolabate. I was always glad to get back again on the One Tree Plain.
All among the wool, boys, all among the wool. Keep your white blades full, boys, keep your white blades full. Can do respectable tallying stuff whenever I likes to try. Know me round the country as the Jack from Gundagai. When we were young, we played footy in the street. The house was always full of kids. Nobody knew where the hell we all were. Nobody knew what we did. We rode our bikes all over the world. We'd hang out at the beach or the park. They'd never ask and we'd never say long as we got home before dark. Some nights my dad would turn and say these are the good old days. Yeah, they are the good old days. These are the good old days. They're the good old days. These troubled times, they're the good old days.
I came upon a prison ship, bound down by iron chains. I cleared the land, endured the lash, and waited for the rains. I'm a settler, I'm a farmer's wife, on a dry and barren run. I'm a convict, I'm a freeman, I am Australian. For we are one, but we are many, and from all the lands on earth we come. We share a dream and sing with one voice. I am, you are, we are Australia. Now no singing, you just got to mime, all right? For we are one, but we are many, and from all the lands on earth we come. Thanks for the recognition, folks. It's wonderful. And sing with one voice. I am, you are, we are Australian. See you next year at the 50th Festival. Good night.
Good night to everyone in the audience and everyone watching out there from around the nation and the world. See you in Tamworth in 2022 when the awards and the festival celebrate 50 years.